question is to the Minister for Education, Training and Skills. Can the Minister explain why apprenticeships and shipbuilding-related pathways have dropped since Labor came to government? And with your leave, sir, and that of the House, I'll explain.
Leave your sorties if granted. Member for Morialta.
Thank you, sir. NCVER data shows that since Labor came to government, there's been a 69% drop in commencements for engineering apprenticeships and a 47% drop in commencements for 15 to 19-year-olds. These results are in stark contrast to the significant year-on-year growth in the previous years. Labor's commitment to the engineering pathway at Findon will see just 20 students going into those jobs at BAE around the end of 2025 or early 2026.
Minister.
Thank you, Speaker. I thank the member for Morialta for his question. And I think if I could cut to the chase around the reason for why there has been any drop in apprenticeship numbers. We saw during COVID a large amount of stimulus money put in by the former federal government.
Order. Member for Unley. Order. Order.
This week was this was your big opportunity this week.
Minister has the call.
But you're still here.
Minister has the call.
You're still here. You're still here.
Order.
Like the ghost of Christmas past, lurking around. And
Order.
a great deal of money was given out.
Order.
Mr. Speaker.
The Minister has the call.
Mr. Speaker, a large deal of apprenticeship wage subsidy was given by the former Liberal federal government, and that can play a role in increasing apprenticeship numbers. But of course, you have to ask the question around whether that is sustainable or not. And what we are seeing now, Mr. Speaker, post that stimulus ending, I think is more organic growth through all the things that we are doing here in South Australia, but also the things that the federal Albanese Labor government is doing as well, to actually grow those numbers outside of offering those subsidies for apprentices. The technical college is certainly an important part of that, and I want to remind both the member for Morialta and this place, though, Mr. Speaker, that the Findon Technical College is just one of 5 that we are building. It is the first.
Member for Flory.
I'd also point out, Mr. Speaker, that what we are
Member
building here with these 5 technical colleges.
Member for Flory is on a final warning. Minister.
I might politely remind the member for Morialta, and we are normally, I think, pretty good at being bipartisan on issues around education, that these are also 5 brand new public schools that we are building. And certainly, they are new schools. They are 5 new public schools. We're splitting hairs now, but the point I'm seeking to make, Mr. Speaker, is that
Minister, there are order. Member for Morialta. Member for Morialta. Your exchange with the member for West Torrens must cease. I'm going to grant the minister an additional 15 seconds, if required. If required. Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The point I was trying to respectfully make, Mr. Speaker, was that when those opposite finished some of those new public school buildings that were announced by the Deputy Premier, we gave plaudits to those opposite. We gave plaudits for building.
Order. Member for Morialta.
Which you claim is yours, but is clearly not. But we are building here 5 new public schools, and if you do indeed seek to be bipartisan in how you approach issues around education and public education, here's a fantastic opportunity for you to get behind not just Findon Technical School, but the other 4 that will be opened by 2026 as well.
Order.
If I could circle back,
member for Unley is warned for a final time.
If I could circle back, perhaps, though, Mr. Speaker, to the member for Morialta's question, and there was a laser-like focus from those opposite when they were in government around commencements. Very important. The member for Unley only spoke about commencements, though. Very rarely like to talk about completion.
Member for Chaffey.
And it might come as a surprise to those in this place, Mr. Speaker, but if we look nationally at the training system in Australia, it is about 1 in 2 who make it through from commencement to completion. It is an exceptionally inefficient system, and we are focused here not just on trying to increase the number of young South Australian people and mature South Australian people who are in training, but actually making sure they get all the way through from starting that training or apprenticeship and actually finishing, which is not something that those opposite were very focused on in the 4 years that they had on this side of the chamber, Mr. Speaker.